95.7 The Sound. I'm Matt. We got a very funny lady calling in here, Riki Lindhome. She's in a comedy music duo called Garfunkel and Oates. And, well, Riki, you were actually supposed to be on the show last week, but you had to postpone because you were filming a sitcom. So what's going on?
I was doing Bleep My Dad Says on CBS.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Nicole was on the show not too long ago, actually.
Oh, she's amazing, isn't she?
Yeah. What did you learn from her on set? I mean, she's been doing the comedy thing for a while.
She's just so solid. Like, they can throw anything at her, and she just gets it immediately. There's no struggle with her. She just knows what she's doing. She's just pro.
Nice. What is your role on the show? When are we going to see you? Do you know?
They can't say because my role is like a pivotal. There's going to be a big plot twist in the season finale, and I'm the person who introduces the twist. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That keeps it mysterious, but also good as well.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be back next season then? Do you think it's going to be a bigger thing for you?
I think it's a possibility, yeah. If they go with this particular plot twist that's going to happen, yes, I probably will be, but who knows?
Yeah, awesome. Well, good luck, and I hope so for you.
Thank you.
That'd be great. But I guess let's go back to the beginning of your acting. So it can't be $1 Million Baby that was your first role. That'd be crazy.
Well, that was my first movie. I've done a couple like one-line parts and things like TV shows and stuff, but $1 Million Baby was my first movie.
What's that like working with Clint Eastwood off the bat? That must be kind of intimidating.
I mean, unbelievable. And it set the bar so high. I thought everything was going to be like that, you know. I was like, well, it's just all like really fun and pleasant and like genius people all around you. Like, wow. And it isn't all like that.
It has its ups and downs from what I'm told.
Yes, it does. He's incredible, though. I he saw me in a play, and that's how I got the part. So.
Oh, cool. In L.A.? Are you from L.A.?
Yeah, it was in Los Angeles.
How did Garfunkel and Oates come together? How did acting turn into this comedic, musical, and now maybe TV show duo?
Well, what happened was, Kate and I were both acting, and then we also were both playing. We also wrote funny songs, and we're sort of doing it on our own. And, the writer's strike was about to happen, and I was like, wow, we're going to be bored. And so I wrote this short for us to do, and then we decided to turn it into a musical.
Oh, no way. And you started performing at, like, Largo and things like that in L.A.?
Yeah, well, it took probably 6 months before we started, performing, because we didn't intentionally make a band. We just wanted to write a couple songs for this movie, and then it all sort of happened organically.
Crazy. And now you have a new record out.
And now we have a new record out. It's called All Over Your Face. Yeah, it came out last Tuesday, and it was #1 on iTunes Comedy, which was awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic. How serious do you take it though, musically, or is it just fun for you guys?
We take it incredibly seriously. I think people would be surprised how long we work on things and how meticulous we are with the words and the melody. And I'm more of a word person. Kate's more of a musical person, but we're very methodical, and we put a lot of thought and effort into everything, more than people would guess, because our show seems haphazard, but it's really not.
Well, yeah, but it needs to for the comedy, I think, aspect of it, doesn't it?
Right, exactly. It's like a stage persona. It's like a homemade, we want you to feel like you're in our living room, but we put a lot of work into making it feel like that.
What are some of the songs about on the record? For people who don't know who Garfunkel and Oates are obviously it's Art Garfunkel and I don't even know Oates' first name, actually.
John Oates, Hall & Oates.
Why those two?
Well, first, they're two of my favorite bands. I love them, and I saw Hall & Oates at the Hollywood Bowl, and whoever was doing the camera, didn't know that they were a duo, and they had a singular shot of Hall, and then Oates in the band. There was no two shot. There was, because I was in Zach's, you watch it on the big screen. Really, you can't even see the stage. And there was no close-up of Oates. And I was like, there's something funny about that. And then it just sort of stuck with me. And yeah.
What's going on with this pilot deal with HBO? So this album might turn into a TV show?
Yeah, well, not the album, but our whole act in general. Basically we pitched them an idea, and they liked it, and now we're developing it, and we're in the stage where we're writing it and sending them drafts and figuring out how to proceed. I think with HBO, it's a more lengthy process because they don't have a particular season when they launch shows, so teams can gestate and take their time. So I'm really not sure what the timetable is, but it's fun so far.
Yeah, it must be nice for you to not have to worry about, you can take your time and make the best scripts possible.
Yeah, and it's fun to not go on pilot auditions because every year it's like this crazy pilot season where you just like go insane. This year I don't have it, and it's very bizarre. It's kind of freeing. I'm like going to have lunch with a friend after this, which is unheard of during February.
It's pilot season right now.
Yeah, pilot pilot season is right now, and all of my actor friends are just unbelievably busy 24/7, and I'm like, I'm gonna go have lunch with my friend.
What's one of the worst pilots you've been for?
I don't know, because the thing is, you don't know what they're going to be by the script. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they turn out really well, sometimes they turn out really crappy, and when they turn out crappy, no one ever sees them. You know, they just end up somewhere. I don't know where, but I only see the ones that make it to the air. So I'm really not sure the worst one I've been out for.
Well, what's the best one then?
The best one, there was one I loved last year. Thomas Lennon from Reno 911 and Robert Ben Grant, they wrote a pilot that was so funny. But I never actually got to see it because it didn't get picked up. It was about like these guys who owned like a Hooters type restaurant, and it was amazing. And yeah, I don't know what happened or why it didn't get picked up, but I was hoping that it would because that was totally a show I would watch.
Oh, cool, awesome. Back to you guys though. Sorry, I got a little thrown off there with the pilot stuff. How similar is your show going to be to Flight of the Conchords? I guess that would be probably the basis for most people to think comedy, music kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a lot of similarities because in the fact that it's centered on the two of us. We're the two main characters. There's going to be a couple peripheral characters, but it's really about us and our friendship and our collective storyline. But I think it's going to be different in that it's going to be a lot dirtier, a lot more like sexual and personal, and less about making it as a band and more about trying to get a foothold on life in your late 20s, early 30s, trying to figure out how to make that transition.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What came first for you, acting or music?
Oh, acting, actually. I moved out here to Los Angeles in 2001, so I was doing that for like 7 years before we started Garfunkel and Oates. But I was playing comedy music in college, so at a very small level. Like I had like 2 gigs or something the whole time.
On the topic of gigs, do you guys want to take this on the road? Because this has mostly been an LA thing, as far as I know.
Yeah, we do. But so we've played like a bunch of colleges, but it's usually just a one-off. We go for 1 day or 2 days,
right? Which
is fun. But we would like to tour at some point, but it has to be like the right time, and the level of interest has to be there. So hopefully the TV show will up our profile and make it easier for us to tour places, because I think we'd really have a blast doing that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I think some of I watched the performance on Leno. The songs are hilarious.
Oh, thank you.
What are some of the songs about? Tell people, for people who don't know.
We have a song about called "This Party Just Took a Turn for the Douche," about a bunch of douchebags coming in and like ruining the bar that we were at, which is a true story. And we have a song about a guy that I was dating who always brought his friend along.
That must be nice.
And, we have a song called "Pregnant Women Are Smug," which is self-explanatory.
Yep.
What else? We have a song called "Sex with Ducks," which is about the gay marriage issue in California. They're really varied.
Yeah, they do vary. They vary from a lot of topics. Do they come from, I guess you said personal experience too, or are you guys trying to create stories as well?
Almost all of them come from personal experience, but now that we've been doing it for a while, we're trying to draw from different areas. Like, we're trying to make it more, broad, I guess, and not just things that have happened to us, but maybe, just in more things in general. But most of it comes from just things that have happened to us.
You wrote a Glee Funny or Die video too, is that right?
Yeah, well, I co-wrote it.
Okay.
Heather Morris and her roommate Ashley wanted to do a video, and they hadn't had experience in like writing comedy songs. So a friend of mine was like, "Oh, give it to this girl," and I did a rewrite, and then we got along really well, and we just decided they asked me to be in it, and so we all did it together.
Oh, that's great. And people can see it on Funny or Die?
Yeah, it did really well on Funny or Die, which I guess I'm not surprised because there was a lot of Glee cast members in it, and Sofia Vergara from Modern Family was in it, and she's so funny. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, because I know you got to go for your lunch, we do something on the show called 5 questions, 5 quick questions, 1-word answers.
Okay.
Comedy or music?
Comedy.
Lennon or McCartney?
McCartney.
Lyrics, melody, or rhythm? What's most important in a song?
Lyrics.
Proudest role for you?
Pushing Daisies.
And
sorry.
that's we'll hyphenate it. It'll be fine.
Pushing. Yeah.
And pushing. And in 1 word, Garfunkel and Oates.
Sugar.
Sugar?